Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Nebraska's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Makes the grab. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of the quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give out of the gun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Gives it on the option. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And the the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Wilkerson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. He fires one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
He's got it.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Gonna look downfield again. Caught on the outside. It's Hansen. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing into wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Grab near the sticks. It's Ives. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Huskers are rolling down the field. Power football with the run. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Nebraska!
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He slings it deep to the left and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Raiola. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it down the right side. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Now they're going to throw it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out, and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads it left. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions.
That's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting them out early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And the returner is stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Catch in the middle. It's Knowles. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They punt it away on 4th down. He takes it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
They'll go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Makes the grab on the left side. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing.
Touchdown, Huskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Defense looks as if it's coming. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Beal. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Give to the running back. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. And
the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning on the Jets. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least...
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Running back searching for a hole. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He fires one deep down the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keep swinging it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Still looking, on the move. Oh, a lot of space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack punt.
Got his man quickly. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Under fire. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing.
Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7
ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. In the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden, it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it past the marker. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hansen. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Finds the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do.
Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. This is what an elite team